ladies and gentlemen. Oh, baby, that's just music to my ears. Hearing that baseball is back. The Player Association and the owners have agreed on the deal, the tentative agreement, so baseball is returning. Oh, my goodness. Blue Jays baseball is back. The good news is there will be 162 games. I have everything written down here. So there will be 162, which is fan-flippin-tastic. And opening day is April 7th. So there you go. Mark that down on your calendars. And it was crazy because yesterday we heard John Paul Morosi on Tim and Friends. He was saying how, well, if a deal gets done tomorrow, which he thinks that it might happen, which it did, the free agency could start tonight. And I'm like, holy crud. Then we hear that that is the case and free agency will resume tonight. Oh, we're going in full swing here, people. This is wild. Before we get into the fun details about this, let's get into the other stuff and how this whole agreement came to place. Okay? So, the players will get their full pay. So that's a big reason of why the players were jacked up. It'll be a 12-team postseason. Okay? Universal DH, so no more pitchers hitting, thank God. 9-inning double headers, so you're not going to have those 7-inning ones. 9-inning double headers and no runner at second base. None of that nonsense anymore. We're going back to the old ways of extra innings and double headers. That's the way they're going, and that's the way it is, all right? Now, the first week of games that were canceled between March 31st and April 6th, they will be made up in the kind of like a double header format throughout the year, right? If one of those games against the Yankees or something like that, I haven't looked at the schedule, I'm just too pumped up. Then they'll find a way to make them double headers throughout the season against the Yankees, right? So that's how that'll work. Where else we got here? The season is extended 3 days. So at the end of it, it'll just be moved back 3 days for those double headers. So that's that agreement. Now let's get into the fun stuff, okay? And actually, before I go any further, it was I didn't even write it down. No, a 26-12 vote for the MLBPA. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was something along the lines that the players were like unanimous. They all voted, yes, let's play, let's go. And the other guys on the other side, I don't know if it was the owners or the executives or whatnot, were like, no, they voted unanimous the other way. The problem is, though, the player vote meant more or whatever the case may be. It was the players' voices were heard, and that is why we have baseball. It's incredible. Now let's get to the good stuff. So we talked about free agency starting tonight, and you bet your Jays fans, you bet your rear, Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro are already on the phones, and they're like, well, maybe not right now, but once they're allowed to start calling guys, double phoning, getting on the calls, putting people on hold, calling other people, you know that's going to be happening. You know why? Because players can report to spring training as early as tomorrow. Like, this thing's coming at us fast. But a couple of weeks ago, we didn't have any details about any agreements. No one was talking. It was a disaster. And then, fast forward a couple of weeks, here we are, an agreement's been made, and then boom, players are heading down to Dunedin in spring training. Tomorrow, spring training begins. My goodness, it begins, the 18th? On the 18th to the 20th, in that range. And I'm like, that's like next week. Like, it's insane. And then, by the way, April 7th is the first game of the year, under a month away. This thing is coming at us fast, but I can speak for every single baseball fan when I can say, just give me all the baseball you want, because we've missed you. And at this point, usually, we're in the midst of spring training, right? I'm doing videos weekly, doing spring training games, getting ready for the season. Well, we didn't miss a whole lot, but the fact that we didn't know anything, we didn't know what was going to happen, and now we do, it's beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, Jays fans, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time because I want to save things for kind of spring training previews and spring training games and season previews and all that stuff. You guys, though, can go nuts in the comments. Your expectations now for the season. And obviously, I'll be talking to you guys all through it because I'm assuming Mark and Ross are going to start flying with signing guys. I mean, that's the way I see it, the way this team is looking right now, and they bring in Kevin Gausman before everything halts, and what we all know, they still need pitching, so who knows what's going to happen? But all I know is that baseball is back, and I can speak for everybody. For God's sake, Blue Jay Center, shout out to Gavin, who made the post on Blue Jay Center saying baseball is back. You know who reposted that? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Go on his IG page. Yeah, it's on there. You can see how pumped he is just to be back now. Everyone is pumped to have baseball back, players-wise, fans-wise. It is going to be a wild ride, and I can't wait to be here for you guys and talk to you. 162, baby! Can't wait to get it going. All right, so you know what, Jays fans? That is going to do it for this one. By the way, actually, Joe Biagini re-signed with the Jays. We got him back on a minor league deal. And Yankees legend Greg Bird gets onto a minor league deal. So you guys can give me your thoughts on that in the comments, all right? So smack the like button. You guys know that if you guys enjoyed this one, hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on baseball being back, the emotions when you were feeling when you just heard the news. Just go nuts, guys, in the comments below. Twitter is down below, so if you want to send me a personal DM, you guys can go do so. The link is down below. Same with Instagram. Go follow up. And if you have not followed the Blue Jay Center Instagram page, go do so. Because, guys, this year is going to be wild. We've added more people, more things are going to be happening with the Instagram page on Blue Jays Center. So go check that out, because it's going to be a wild time this season with doing Instagram lives, with post-game live streams. Hopefully we'll have some players, media personnel for myself to talk to. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get it going, and is so happy to have baseball back. Oh, it's just so nice to say. All right, so Instagram links down below, Twitter links down below. I'll talk to you guys Leafs edition tonight. They play Arizona. Raptors, what the heck? They play tomorrow against Phoenix. But honestly, right now, I don't really care, because baseball is back, guys. All right? So I will talk to you Jays edition no matter what in the near future. Whether that's later tonight because they made a huge signing, or made a signing or a trade or something, or in the spring training preview in a couple days, because that's probably what's going to end up being, or maybe a little bit later on. But either way, guys, we are that close to the season getting going, and I am so pumped. Let me know in the comments below everything, and we'll talk to you guys then.